Hello everyone, welcome to our English class. Today we will read the poem The Ball. Ball, you all are familiar with this word. After all, it is used for playing. So let's start the Ball poem written by John Berryman. John Berryman was an American poet and scholar. In this poem, he describes the grief and the pain of the boy who has lost his ball. He suffers a sense of responsibility in the dispositions of the ball in this materialistic world. So let's read the poem. We will read the poem according to its stanzas. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. In the stanza, merrily means happily and bouncing means jumping. So here the poet explains that the boy has lost his ball. He learns for the first time in his life what it is like to experience the loss of his possession. The ball symbolizes his childhood memories. The ball is the valuable possessions of the boy. He sees it bouncing down the street and landing in the water. The ball has been with him over a long time. It forms an integral part of his childhood memories. It also implies that boy's innocence is being replaced slowly by the experience of life when he shall be losing and gaining many things. It may also mean to starting up of his gaining maturity. Now, let's read the next lines. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. So, in this paragraph, ultimate means final, grief fixes the boy means sorrow shakes the boy, rigid means hard, trembling means shaking, harbor means port. So, here the poet explains that there is absolutely no use to say that there are other balls. The boy will get other ball, but this particular ball stand lost forever. He is emotionally shaken at the loss of his ball, which signifies his childhood memories. He undergoes the process of losing things in life and stand transfixed due to it. He stands trembling and staring down all his young days into the harbor when his ball went. The boy feels that his childhood innocence will never come. So, this is the grief that nearly shocks him over the loss. So, now come to the next lines. I would not intrude on him a dime. Another ball is worthless. Now, he senses first responsibility in the world of possessions. So, in this stanza, intrude means enter forcibly, then dime means a coin, worthless means useless, world of possessions means world where the people are busy in possessing things, senses means considers, responsibility means sense of duty. So here the poet says that he would not give the boy any money for a new ball as this new ball would not substitute what the boy has lost. A realization of responsibility dawns for the boy when he loses the ball. He cannot find the ball, which symbolizes his sense of possessions. He realizes that this sense of belonging and possessing things in life is a hard reality and he must learn it. From this loss, the boy is learning what it is to be lost one's possessions in a world of possessions. He would buy things, but the lost things would never come back. Now, let's read the next lines. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always. Little boy, and no one buys a ball back, money is external. So, in this paragraph, external means outwardly, not internal, of the outside also. So, here the poet generalizes the things that people will take the balls will be lost, but these would never come back. The boy would never be able to get his lost ball, and for that matter, no one will be able to. This ball is a personification of the boy's innocence. It gets into the process of vanishing and being replaced by the real experiences of the life in the form of gains and losses. Money is external, as it can't buy the things lost forever. Money cannot buy back the sweet memories of the childhood that stood attached with the ball. So now let's read the fifth stanza. He is learning. Well behind his desperate eyes, this epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. So in this paragraph, behind means backward, desperate means hopeless, then epistemology means knowledge, epistemology of the loss means understanding of the nature of loss. So, in this paragraph, the poet states that the boy is learning to bear the loss of ball. The ball, which is associated with the memories of his childhood and this world of possessions. So, it implies that as every man has to stand up after the losses, so will the boy as. So, the boy also learn what it is to lose one's possessions and to stand up again and to bear those losses. The cycle of life must go on. The boy shall soon learn that what it is to suffer the losses of his possessions like other men. This phenomenon of losses and gains shall continue till life remains. So, in this poem, the poetic devices, alliteration, repetition, symbolism are used, and there is no rhyme scheme is used in this poem. I hope you will be able to understand this poem. Thank you so much.